So I've got 2 weeks left without a fucking bank card, but it's okay. I'm gonna be smart. Well, maybe not that smart, but I'll just do what I gotta do when I have to. Taking a little moment to enjoy the things I enjoy the most, and it's, of course, food, coffee, sitting in a park next to, the Virgin Mary, right? But it doesn't matter. Still, taking a moment to enjoy, because I do enjoy every fucking thing here. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, but that's how it is. And I mean, in mass population, what the fuck do you expect? It's always like that in the concrete jungle. Who gives a fuck, right? So that's my mission for the first time. First time in this country is the capital of Bogota, to learn as much as possible. And I've met a lot of good people. Also met bad people, but it doesn't matter. The bad can get worse than what I know, and the good will still be as good. So, just take it or leave it. So far, everything's a fucking chimba. So I'm taking this time to write that I do have a lot on my mind. And I'm glad that drugs are so good here. When I go back to my country, I'm not gonna touch this shit, because it's shit. But here it's good, So I'm glad. And for what I know, I mean, I've been reasonable compared to the past. So all this shit's good. So anyway, I really hope everything goes fine. And I think I'm just gonna go home in 2 weeks, because it's the maximum I'm allowed. I hope everything goes fine, because I've seen another world, I've seen another possibility, another opportunity, and I've sure seen that I have none of this in my own fucking land. There's no fucking future for me that is possible, and I'm in a mental state where the more it goes, the more risky it is to try to adapt and cope with this. I'd rather just fucking retire and disappear. Go somewhere I can buy a land and start from zero with what I have, and craft myself a self-sustainable environment, so I can eat what grows and gets raised on my own fucking land, and just turn me back on mass population and society. And when I hit 45, I'm taking a backpack with me, going to the Amazonas. And I'm not gonna cheat. It's not a suicide. I'm going in there and I'm going to see what natural selection has to offer me. And I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna last more than 6 months or 6 weeks, one or the other. But I think 45 is old enough to fucking die, because I consumed enough, and I'm gonna just give my body to the wilderness and say thank you for everything. I am grateful, and I'm sorry for I have sinned and consumed the best of fruits and animals of this world, like a greedy, selfish fucking human being for most of my life. And now it's time for me to pay back. Just give my disgusting human body to nature, so biodiversity can eat me, consume me. I don't believe in absolution. I think I deserve to burn in fucking hell if it even exists. All I know is, when you're human and part of society, I mean, it's obvious. Any other fucking world is better than this one. No? That's my opinion. I don't give a shit. Yours is yours, mine is mine. And mine doesn't even fucking matter to any of y'all. So who gives a fuck? give it or don't give it, I am very grateful. And no hard feelings about the negativity. Everything's fine. It comes with it. I mean, if you don't know shit about the worst, how can you really know what is the best? Right? It's balance. That's all it is. You can't know one without knowing the other, or else you don't know it. Anyway, live for yourselves. And your own fucking vision, your own perspective of reality is your own. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, along the way, if people stop talking to you because you have your own mind, well, they thought you were someone else. So when they get to know you and they don't talk to you anymore, you didn't lose anything. You just gained a little bit of fucking honesty. That's it. Have a good one. Larga vida la resistencia de Colombia, Maria. For real. For real. It shows 50 years of resistance does mark a population, and I admire their spirit. And I've seen it in the streets a lot. How these people are determined to survive, and even if they fall down into the claws of drug addiction, I can understand them. I'm a drug addict myself, and I've always been fighting against it. And it's not an excuse, even if I've been hooked on fucking Zoloft antidepressants at the age of 7 until 14. And at 14, started smoking weed, and then at 15, I was popping everything, drinking, and yeah. There's always been this fucking problem with me, but how these people still, they get hooked up on something so strong, it gives them the motivation to get their fucking, get the money for it, and also get the money for food. And some choose to not have a fucking habitation, and I think it's a noble thing. I mean, an habitation, a synthetic, artificial building with materials from mass production is not something noble, not something humble. So someone that can sacrifice the possibility of an habitation to actually survive in the outdoors, doesn't matter if they smoke crack. I mean, that deserves this respect. So shout out to the resistance, people that doesn't give up even if they're at rock bottom. Give you my fucking respects. And let me just fucking spit here. I spit on the fucking people who think they're better than anyone else because they own more and shit, and they take their reputation so seriously. You people disgust me, but you don't matter to me. You're just another human being, and humanity, it's just a grain of salt on the planet Earth. So imagine the universe, you know? I mean, I got more respect for anything else than what's human. I still have some respect for some of them humans, but I don't even have respect for a fucking mirror's reflection when I look into it, because I am human, and that's a fact, and that's my fucking opinion. You don't like it, go fuck yourself. It's just an opinion.